Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into what is literally the absolute pinnacle of automotive engineering. We're talking about the ultimate fusion here, raw, unadulterated power meeting bespoke, uncompromising luxury. You know, if you've ever looked into high-end vehicle modifications, maybe you've been researching elevated BMW upgrades or elite tuning packages for European sports cars, you probably know there's this constant tug of war, right? It's always track-ready performance on one side versus executive comfort on the other. But what if you didn't have to choose? What if a vehicle could be totally re-engineered to deliver both, without a single compromise? Well, that is exactly what the elevated, luxurious upgrade claims to do.
To really get a feel for this, let's look at a lyric from a recent track that actually hits the nail right on the head. Took my car to the clinic. Let them check all the vitals. I absolutely love this framing. It shifts the whole perspective, right? You aren't just taking your car to a standard garage or some mechanic. Calling it a clinic implies this extreme precision, absolute expertise, and a meticulous, almost medical breakdown of a machine's anatomy. And honestly, that's exactly the mindset we need for the engineering marvel we're unpacking today. We aren't just bolting on parts here. We are literally examining the anatomy of a high-performance machine.
So I want to pose a question to you. What actually happens when a vehicle goes to the ultimate performance clinic? Like, what does a radical rebirth of a car look like when budget, time, and engineering limits are just entirely wiped off the table? Well, we're going to break down this elevated Luxerios transformation step by step, checking out both the vital organs under the hood and the luxurious skin and bones that wrap around them.
Section 1. The Automotive Performance Clinic.
Now, it's super important to understand that the elevated luxurious upgrade is not just some catalog of parts you can order. It's a complete, holistic transformation. We're talking a total overhaul of engineering, craftsmanship, and pure prestige. The core philosophy driving the whole program is right here. Luxury should be felt, performance should be experienced, and excellence should be expected. I mean, notice how active those words are. Felt, experienced, expected. The documentation explicitly states that every single component is meticulously redesigned to command attention before the engine even starts. It's all about creating this undeniable aura. But you know, an aura is kind of nothing without the muscle to back it up.
Section 2. Power Reimagined. The Heart.
Let's dive straight under the hood to check this vehicle's new vitals. 1,500. Okay, let's just pause for a second to let the sheer scale of this new heart actually sink in. Over 1,500 horsepower. In the automotive world, just crossing the 1,000 horsepower threshold is a monumental feat, something usually reserved for multi-million-dollar hypercars. But the Luxerios program? They make this the baseline. The source material guarantees that with this insane level of power, literally every single acceleration becomes an unforgettable event. It's not just about going fast, it's about the violence, the visceral thrill of deploying that much raw power to the pavement.
But hey, generating that kind of power is only half the battle, right? Managing it, that is where the real clinic work comes in. Checking these vitals, we see that 1,500 plus horsepower is backed by a staggering 1,800 plus newton meters of torque. And that is all being generated by a massive V12 Quad-Turbo configuration. It's wild. The engine architecture heavily relies on carbon fiber to cut weight and boost rigidity. Then they use aerospace-grade titanium for the exhaust and other components. The docks also highlight forged internals, because you need those to withstand the extreme pressures of 4 turbos, plus ultra-fast transmission integration and advanced thermal management with hyper-performance cooling tech. Trust me, when you have an engine producing this much explosive energy, just keeping the vitals stable is an engineering triumph all on its own.
Section 3. Luxury beyond expectation.
Now, this clinic visit goes way beyond just under-the-hood performance. It's about creating an exclusive atmosphere where every single surface is touched. It's not just a fast car, it is a completely bespoke world. We've got carbon fiber enhancements on the exterior that hint at the beast underneath. Inside, there's bespoke interior finishing and handcrafted performance trim. They've integrated ambient luxury illumination and executive comfort technology, so the cabin literally feels like a private lounge. They even include premium acoustic engineering, meaning they carefully tune exactly what you hear inside, balancing the aggressive roar of that titanium exhaust with the serene quiet you'd expect from a high-end luxury vehicle. Throw in the exclusive branding elements and a custom digital performance interface, and you've got a cockpit that is as intelligent as it is aggressive. Section 4. The Elevated Difference. Let's pull this whole transformation journey together and look at what makes this specific engineering clinic so superior. It cuts right to the absolute core of our source material. Many upgrade packages add power, but Luxerios creates presence.
Look, if you're just wanting to tune to make your daily driver a little quicker, there are 1,000 shops out there that can do that for you. But every single vehicle that goes through the Luxerios program undergoes a complete rebirth. The result is a machine that looks, sounds, and performs unlike absolutely anything else on the road. It totally elevates the car from a basic mode of transportation into, honestly, an undeniable force of gravity.
Ultimately, rolling out of this performance clinic yields exactly this, a statement of ambition, achievement, and refinement. This isn't about just showing off. It's the ultimate result of a transformation journey designed for people who flat out refuse to accept the ordinary. It's the physical manifestation of demanding the absolute best in engineering and design.
Which brings us to this absolute mic drop statement direct from the source material. Built beyond AMG, beyond Brabus, built elevated. Now, for anyone familiar with top-tier German automotive tuning, especially those of you seeking the absolute maximum potential out of elevated BMW upgrades or Mercedes platforms, you know AMG and Brabus are the legendary heavyweights. They are the benchmark. So by explicitly stating that Luxerios is built beyond them, the elevated brand is planting its flag at the absolute summit of the automotive world. They aren't just entering the competition here, they're claiming to have completely rewritten the rules of what a luxury performance vehicle can be.
And that leaves us with this final thought. We've looked at the philosophy, we've explored that staggering 1,500 horsepower V12 heart, and we've walked through the meticulously crafted bespoke luxury. So are you ready to leave the ordinary behind and step into the future of luxury performance? The Elevated Luxerios upgrade proves that when you take a vehicle to the ultimate performance clinic, the machine that rolls out isn't just upgraded, it is entirely reborn. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I really hope this deep dive into the engineering of absolute prestige has sparked your curiosity about the extreme limits of automotive design.